Cowboys Nation, get ready, because we are talking about one of the most thrilling developments in recent Dallas Cowboys history. Breaking news is shaking the NFL world as the Cowboys have pulled off not one, but two blockbuster signings. And let me tell you, this is not just a regular offseason move. This is a $1 million power play by Jerry Jones and the front office, a clear and resounding statement that the Dallas Cowboys are going all in to chase that elusive Super Bowl championship. Fans are going wild, analysts are scrambling to update their power rankings, and the entire league is now looking at Dallas very, very differently. Reports have confirmed that the Cowboys have signed two NFL stars, and the magnitude of these signings cannot be overstated. This isn't about depth pieces. This isn't about filling out a roster. This is about acquiring elite, game-changing talent. Talent that can shift the balance of power in the NFC. Talent that can turn close games into dominant wins. And talent that can bring the kind of leadership, fire, and championship mentality that every team dreams of, but few actually secure. The details emerging about these two stars are nothing short of astonishing. According to multiple sources, both players were highly sought after by several teams across the league. They had offers on the table. They had options. But ultimately, they chose to come to Dallas. Why? Because they believe in the vision. They believe in the culture that Mike McCarthy and his staff are building. And they believe that with the roster the Cowboys have put together, a Super Bowl is not just a dream, it's a very real, very attainable goal. One of the players, sources say, is an offensive weapon that will instantly make the Cowboys' attack even more dangerous. Think speed. Think precision. Think reliability in clutch moments. A player who can line up in multiple positions, create mismatches all over the field, and give Dak Prescott another trusted target when the game is on the line. The other star is a defensive force, a player known for his relentless motor, his physicality, and his ability to change games with a single play. Whether it's forcing a fumble, making a game-saving tackle, or shutting down an opposing star, this defensive addition will make opposing offensive coordinators lose sleep. And folks, the money involved in these deals? Staggering. We are talking about multi-million-dollar contracts that signal a true commitment from the front office. This isn't penny pinching. This isn't bargain hunting. This is Jerry Jones opening the vault and saying, "We are ready to win, and we are willing to pay for excellence." Insiders are calling it one of the most aggressive moves of the offseason, and it's already sending ripple effects throughout the league. Cowboys fans, you should be ecstatic, because moves like this don't happen every day. Teams don't just stumble into signing two stars of this caliber at once. It takes vision. It takes boldness. And it takes a front office that's willing to make big bets to chase even bigger rewards. This is a clear message to every player on the roster. The time is now. The window is open. And the expectation is nothing less than greatness. Let's talk for a moment about what these additions mean for the team on the field. Offensively, the Cowboys were already potent, ranking among the top in the league in points scored. Adding another explosive weapon gives them even more versatility. It allows Kellen Moore to get creative with formations, schemes, and play calling. It forces defenses to pick their poison. Do you double CeeDee Lamb and risk getting burned by the new star? Do you stack the box against the run and leave your secondary exposed? Either way, the Cowboys now have the personnel to exploit every weakness, every hesitation, every mistake. Defensively, the Cowboys were already a nightmare for opponents, with Micah Parsons leading the charge. Now, with this new addition, the front seven becomes even more formidable. More pressure on quarterbacks. More turnovers. More opportunities to flip games with big defensive plays. And let's not forget the psychological impact. When offenses know they're facing a defense loaded with playmakers, it changes how they call plays. It forces mistakes. It shortens the playbook. And it gives the Cowboys the kind of edge that can be the difference between a playoff exit and a Super Bowl appearance. But beyond the X's and O's, these signings also bring something even more valuable: belief. Belief in the locker room that management is serious about winning. Belief among the players that they have what it takes. Belief among the fans that this could finally be the year. And belief is a powerful thing. It can lift a team through adversity. It can turn doubt into confidence. It can turn close losses into thrilling wins. As news of the signings broke, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Social media exploded. Fans flooded team stores looking for new jerseys. Former players and NFL insiders weighed in, almost universally praising the Cowboys for their boldness. Some called it a masterclass in roster building. Others said it was the kind of move that separates contenders from pretenders. And nearly everyone agreed the Cowboys just got a lot scarier. Jerry Jones, never one to shy away from the spotlight, was reportedly instrumental in closing the deals. Insiders say he was directly involved in the negotiations, personally pitching the vision of what the Cowboys are building and why these players needed to be part of it. And when Jerry gets passionate about a project, history shows he usually makes it happen. From signing Deion Sanders to trading for Amari Cooper, Jerry has a long history of swinging for the fences. And this latest move fits perfectly into that legacy. In interviews, Cowboys players have already started expressing their excitement. Dak Prescott reportedly reached out to welcome the new offensive weapon personally, while Micah Parsons posted a cryptic tweet that simply said, "Let's get to work," with a fire emoji. The energy inside the locker room is palpable. Players know that moves like this don't happen unless management believes the roster is close to something special. And now, it's up to them to seize the moment. Of course, expectations are now sky high. The NFL is a league where pressure can either crush or forge greatness. But from everything we're hearing, the Cowboys are embracing the challenge. They want the pressure. They want the spotlight. They want to be the team everyone is talking about. And with these two new stars on board, they are perfectly positioned to do just that. The next steps? Integration. Getting the new players up to speed on the playbook. Building chemistry with teammates. Establishing roles and responsibilities. And, most importantly, setting the tone for what this season is going to be about: domination. The coaching staff is already hard at work, designing new packages and schemes to maximize the impact of these new additions. And when training camp opens, all eyes will be on how quickly they gel with the rest of the roster. As we look ahead to the season, the possibilities are endless. An offense that can score from anywhere on the field. A defense that can shut down even the most explosive units. A team that plays with swagger, with confidence, with a chip on its shoulder. And a fan base that is hungrier than ever for a return to glory. Cowboys Nation, this is your moment. The team has made its move. The stars are aligning. And the road to greatness is wide open. Get ready for a season of fireworks, of statement wins, of unforgettable moments. Because with these two new NFL stars in the fold, the Dallas Cowboys aren't just contenders. They're coming for the crown.